Hey, what's up? This is the When Things Go Bad podcast, episode
1.1.
It should be episode 2. Now,
1.5.
I want to tell you guys why. Alright, so, I was on FL, right? We were recording on FL Studio last time. And what happened is I guess FL, records super weird. So, it was recording on FL. And then when I ended it, FL, if it goes over the limit or whatever, it has a limit. If it goes over that limit, it just doesn't tell you anything and it deletes everything, I guess. So
Won't even save it?
No, okay, so I stopped it, right? And when I stopped it, nothing popped up. And I was like, that's weird. I was like, you know what? I don't want to raise suspicion. And I kind of figured it didn't get saved. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to save the night and I'm not going to tell anyone.
How long was it in?
Huh?
How long were we in when that happened?
I don't know. It didn't save anything. It only saved the 2 recordings we had before.
Wait, so you knew it didn't save?
I had a weird suspicion. Because, sometimes FL fucks around and they're like, hey, man, nothing's right there. And I'm like, all right, so I'm going to close out, pop it back up, and something's right there. And I was like, you know what? I'm hoping that's what this is. It wasn't. Nothing got saved. And I was like, As soon as I got home, I checked. That's how big my suspicion was. And that's when I text you guys, hey, that shit didn't get saved. But officially, this is episode 1.
I guess.
Yeah, unofficially, episode 2.
No.
Anyway, you guys want to introduce yourselves? I'm Jose.
Well, I'm Morty.
I'm Eddie, and I'm saying this is episode 2, and episode 1 nobody saw, just like Vindicators 1 and 2, bud.
So, since we're talking about Rick and Morty, we were talking about it before the podcast. Let's go. So, you like New Summer?
Yeah, I like New Summer. I like Badass Summer. Going on Adventure Summer. And I was telling you, I don't like New Morty. Because I thought it was... I don't know. There needed to be somebody naive and wide-eyed. And that was Morty. And he played it good.
I still feel like he is naive and wide-eyed.
Just to some things.
Yeah.
Not to Rick.
Well, during the Vindicators episode, he doesn't see them as, he doesn't see them as being used. He's like, oh my god. And then, when fucking what's-his-face gets all mad. And he's like, you're just a photo op kid. And then, And then, you know what, also my favorite part is, of course, Rick, you're right. He's like, but you don't gotta be a dick about it. And I was like, yes, that's a word. That's life advice to live by. But with Summer, I don't like it. It was Rick
you don't like Summer?
It's Rick and Morty. Not Rick and Morty featuring Summer.
That's funny, because when you said that, I kind of forgot that that's the name of the show. It was Rick and Morty.
Did you see the preview for next episode?
The Jerry?
Yeah. And I was like, hey,
Jerry?
Give me a Rick and Jerry episode, but make that the back part of the Rick and Morty episode. Make, my favorite one is when he accidentally gets brought along and they ship him to the daycare.
Oh, they take him to the daycare?
Yeah. I like that one because
that was a good episode.
It was the subplot. The one where they go in the miniverse and multiverse and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The subplot is can't think of his sister's name. Summer. Thank you, Summer.
What's happening? Oh, when the spaceship's protecting her. I love the subplots of Rick and Morty. One of my favorites is the one where Jerry and Beth go to counseling.
Oh yeah. They're codependent.
I don't even remember what the primary story was for that.
The party. No.
Wasn't the vampire? Tiny Rick?
Tiny Rick. Tiny Rick.
See, what else? The primary story.
I like the one where they're going through alternate realities. That's a good subplot. When they're when he's hanging out with Johnny Depp and she's a regular surgeon.
I kind of like the primary one just because they're just watching TV and it's hilarious.
It's good, but that's just a funny subplot. I'm talking about subplots I like. I like that subplot.
The one where the dogs take over the earth.
Yeah,
it's probably the best subplot.
Where are my testicles?
That one.
But see, I guess nothing has really changed because it's still subplot.
I love this subplot.
Summer was in the first or the second episode. Technically the first, but whatever. But in the second episode, when they go into that the Mad Max thing, it's technically a subplot, but it felt like she was a part of the adventure. And I was like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
I love Summer. Summer's great. She's funny.
Are you playing Rick and Morty right now?
No.
What are you playing?
Magikarp Jump.
Yeah.
I can't see his phone. To me, it looked dark, and he was just touching it.
So how is that? Because to me, it seems like a big bother. That like I could see it right now, so obviously it's not that good.
Are there angles where you can't see it?
You can see it from top and bottom, and front.
So what's it called? Like,
So
what's the thing called?
It's just for nosy people. So nosy people can't see your phone.
Just so
That's
people
it?
on the podcast, like the two people, no.
Like
it's,
I don't see anything.
it's a screensaver, or it's a screen protector that blocks out nosy people.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
What's the name for it? I never heard of it. Like I've never seen it be sold anywhere.
Mind your fucking business.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. I'm looking up on Amazon right now as we speak.
No, I forgot, but I bought it at Verizon. They installed it for me.
I feel like that's a lot of pressure on Verizon people. Because I don't remember the last time I put a screensaver on my phone or a screen protector.
Is it bad that I don't have screen protectors on my phone?
At all?
Yeah.
You've never?
I've had them, but I've always get annoyed and I peel them off because it like I put them on all the time and a bubble is bound to pop up. So like, shouts out to Verizon people because I've never seen a bubble on their shit.
I mean, people do it because if they mess up, they're supposed to give you. You expect them to give you another one for free.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of stress.
So there's not really a name for his.
People watch you. There's no name for it.
It just says screen protector, privacy, anti-spy, and this is called Pass Now. $8 on Amazon. Amazon is fucking great.
Amazon is great.
Yeah,
That's
better than Fry's Electronics. It's out there. I said it.
But Fry's Electronics has options, immediate options. If you've been into Fry's Electronics, it is a wonderful store.
I know what you're talking about because Zia. Me and Eddie go to Zia all the time.
I know they have so many records.
I love Zia, but then like I have a hard time buying anything at Zia because I know for a fact if I buy something at Zia, I'm gonna find it on Amazon like $10 cheaper. That's 30%.
I'm kind of paying for the experience.
But see, like, I don't want to pay for the fucking experience.
Like, I've been having this argument with my family because we just got Kodi on our Fire Stick.
Yeah.
And they're always like, oh, we can watch these new movies come out whenever. And first, I'm always like, quality's always shitty. Second, I like going to movie theaters for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pay however fucking much tickets cost these days.
See, like, Casa Grande is not bad on tickets. Like, I know people in California like it's $15 for a ticket. I'm like, it's like $8. But I understand what you think because my dad likes Kodi and that shit sucks. Like, sometimes you'll get a good stream. You know, you don't have Kodi, right?
I have Kodi.
Oh, you do?
Do you use it?
So, like, you use it?
Yeah, your family uses it.
I don't like using it. It's shitty.
But it's like, sometimes you can get a good stream. Like, sometimes he'll watch it. I'm like, you watching Netflix? He's like, nah, it's Kodi. But I'm like...
Watching TV shows on Kodi, I've never had a problem.
Yeah, I watched
just
Fresh
movies.
Prince. I watched an episode of Fresh Prince. I was like, this is good. But when the movie first comes out, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
But there is something about going to the movies, getting a bowl of popcorn, and fucking that experience. Yeah, I'll pay for that. But for a fucking tripod, how much you pay for your tripod?
I think $35.
$35?
Mm-hmm.
What tripod is it?
Bauer 72-inch.
Bauer 72-inch.
Yup.
That just sounds like a real tripod.
I don't know tripod names.
See, there's not one on here.
I don't know what a big game tripod is.
See, that's the thing. I know I want a better tripod, but I don't know what to get.
I like my tripod. It's cool.
It looks good. So there's not one on Amazon. I can't find it.
No.
But I do know that like your T6i, I found one for like how much you spent for yours?
After tax, it was like $850, something like that.
Okay, I found one on Amazon. It was refurbished too. So to be fair, it was $585. It was cheaper than my camera, and it was like made me think. I was like, should I buy this camera? But I bought mine. But my Amazon's generally cheaper, and that experience, like going to that store, doesn't change that much.
I guess I feel you on that, but
I'm with you on Kodi.
Yeah, Kodi makes me mad. It's not as great as everybody says.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. Like I feel like
for
you're
free,
shitting.
it's amazing.
You're shitting on Kodi a little bit.
Okay, for free, it's fucking amazing. Literally watch anything for free. But I don't know. There's a little integrity in me when it comes to movies. Like, I like a movie, I'm gonna watch it. I like a movie, I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray. I'm not just gonna watch it a shit ton on Kodi. Speaking of, I just bought Logan on Blu-ray.
Still haven't watched it.
You haven't watched Logan?
Nah, I haven't. I don't really like
Logan.
I haven't gone to the movies lately, and like
I watched Baby Driver. You didn't watch Baby Driver. Baby Driver is a great movie.
I've heard it's good.
Baby
I watched
Driver.
it on Kodi.
Oh, but I bought Logan Blu-ray. It came with the Blu-ray, DVD.
Give me that digital, fam.
Black and white noir.
Oh,
Logan noir.
really? I
was
like
gonna
black and
ask
white.
you because I just watching it in black and white. I wanted to make it noir.
Did you see that Film Riot challenge? They had like a noir challenge.
Yeah, we should do it.
I want to do a Film Riot challenge, but I know it's gonna make me sad that I'm like, wow, you ass. But Logan.
Oh yeah, it was in black and white. I was watching it. Maybe want to do some black and white stuff.
I'm down for it. You down? You're like already black, so it kind of work.
Just need some white.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Nah, Eddie brought one in. Eat it, man. But nothing, like, even getting Blu-ray, it doesn't even beat the theater. Because the theater around you.
Oh, the Dolby
I
surround
was
sound.
hoping that you'd say that and then Eddie could say it.
I kind of zoned out. I was thinking
yeah.
about Rick and Morty.
Nah, but
I was
that feeling in a theater, like, it's
Yeah.
unmatched.
Yeah.
I still want to watch a theater that's like, that's actual film, like IMAX or something like that.
I've never been to an IMAX movie.
There's Mills, right? Mills is, yeah.
I've been
to one, but I was
to
like
Mills,
super young. You
but
can't even. I didn't appreciate it.
And then you need to watch an IMAX movie that was shot in IMAX.
Yeah, like because there's only so many, right?
Yeah, there's only a few that.
Basically,
have done
any
it.
Tarantino movie. The Hobbit was in it.
I think that Hobbit was.
No, I think The Hobbit was filmed in Red.
Was it?
Yeah, you know what Reds are, right? The fucking big ass camera. You wanna buy a $20,000 camera on me, Eddie?
No.
No,
Red Epic?
Just because it's more expensive than your car and my car combined.
I want to get a
Not
bike.
expensive as your guy.
No, there's a Red Epic, or the new Red is like, I don't know if you know like Linus Tech Tips is. I don't even ask you anymore because you'd be like, no, I don't know, I don't watch YouTube.
I don't want you to.
I know.
I think I saw a video of Sam and Nico dissing him.
Oh yeah, I barely subscribe to those guys. They're kind of funny.
I love Sam and Nico.
Did you see their like little camera? But anyway, Linus bought a $50,000 camera, and it's like as he goes along, like so a Red is just the body, right? And then when you buy the body, you gotta buy the lens kit, the monitor for it, the button to basically control all the shit, a microphone port, the microphones, and it ended up being like $100,000. So it'd be more than all three of our cars combined.
And a few other cars.
But I'm down to get into this journey with you guys if you guys are down with me.
We're going to need to get a loan.
I got at least $500 on it. Plus whatever I get from this check.
I can give you $10.
Ooh, wee.
I'm getting a bonus in a month. I can put that on.
God damn. We need a soundboard though.
Just put noob on it.
Oh, one thing I want to talk about. So, like, I don't know how many times we'll do this, but, like, the track of my week right now is that Rich Chicka song. You hear it? You haven't heard the Rich Chicka song?
Track of the week.
Bro, so I watched the video, and the video looks like it's directed by Tyler, the Creator. Because it's, like, really bright, and it has, like, all the flowers. And when I think of flowers, I think of Tyler.
All the time now?
Well, like, he likes flowers a lot. Like,
like
even before his Flower Boy album, like,
You like flowers?
what was that one song? The Fucking Young. That video looks like just a head.
I haven't seen that video.
You never watched that video? It's a good
Nope.
video. I like his videos. Like direction wise, they're really cool. Like
I used to not.
visual wise.
Was it? I used to not like watching music videos because, you know, there's some songs that I listen to and I get this kind of feeling in my head for it.
Yeah.
And then if I watch a music video, it kind of changes that feeling to like, it has to be that feeling.
I know what you're saying.
So I never really watched them. I've been watching them a lot lately because I've been wanting to make a music video. So
I just don't like when
study.
music videos are like super basic. Like I like something that's outside the box. But when they're just in front of a Lamborghini with the girl, chains on, those pretty basic.
But if you had a Lamborghini and a girl, wouldn't you make a video of it?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a music video. It'd be a porno. Sex tape. Little dick and big car. Come on, Eddie. That was funny.
I'm liking this track of the week, though. Do you have a track of the week you want us to do? For me, it'd probably be Doubt It by Kyle. Listening to that a lot. Wondering what...
was Doubt It by Kyle?
Yeah.
There's a video out for that.
Yeah. I just saw, what's his name? Jacob. Fuck, what's his last
Jacob
name?
Owens?
Yeah, Jacob Owens was posting about it.
See, the one
I didn't
thing,
watch it, but I saw it.
That's why I watch a lot of music videos, though, is like, usually my favorite artist, like Tyler puts out 2 videos, or he'll put out 2 songs in one video, but you know how they're split up? But he'll put that out before the album comes out. And then, so I'm like, I already see that, and then I hear this. So it's the only way I can hear the song.
No track of the week. Lil Ed Dog.
I got one. It's called Stepping Out by Jay Worthy.
Jay Worthy?
Some underground guys.
You are very underground, little RJ.
If you want a more non-underground song, last week it was Sunday Morning Coming Down by Johnny Cash. I don't listen to new music.
Oh, he's fucking hipster.
He's in that hipster phase.
Yeah.
I just don't like looking for new music.
Well, technically, if you've never heard of it, it's new music to you.
I mean, I've heard of it.
So
I'm just in the mood to listen to it.
Low Like That by Red Sugar, that's what it's called. I like songs that are new, you know.
Yeah, I like listening to new songs because I like looking at people talk about these new songs. Like Johnny Cash is tight, but there's nowhere I can really find somebody talking about a new Johnny Cash song.
I like
to see the discussion. I'm not part of the discussion. I don't put comments or anything. I just like to read discussions.
I don't like discussions anymore,
No?
fam. Nah. Reddit really kills you.
Back to Rick and Morty. Did you see that all the drama that Rick and Morty fans are going through?
No, what happened?
They're getting all pissed because Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon keep fucking with them.
Why would they do?
I didn't read all of it, but something like they were trying to stream an episode, so they had cosplayers read the script for one of the episodes. Like they got into their stream or whatever, and they put cosplayers reading the script, so they couldn't watch it. Oh, and like when the episode 1 came out of the season, they marathoned that one episode all day on Adult Swim, and the fans were getting mad because other shows weren't coming on, like Samurai Jack. They're getting all
so
upset.
they were more just bitching.
And then people, the drama was like these fans are getting mad because the show that you would expect to do something like this is doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like I would expect a Rick and Morty show to do things like this. I'm not gonna be mad when they do it.
Yeah. It did that. I don't see anything like they're doing that's wrong. Like it's inconvenient, but like yeah, people just like to. That's why I don't like Reddit, bro. Everyone just bitches, and I'm like, I just can't. Some of the discussions just people bitching, and I'm like, what are you guys bitching about? There's.
You should, if you want to be mad all the time, you should subscribe to subreddit drama.
That I am.
They posted something about Rick and Morty too. That you know that joke that they make about Israel.
Yeah.
In the new episode. And
oh yeah, where he's like, yeah, I don't have anything with Israel.
Like the joke is about how complicated it is to have a side with Israel, and then the subreddit drama header is like drama over Rick and Morty about a joke they made about how hard it is to talk about Israel. Comment section ends up talking about Israel.
I just think people get mad about everything. It's such a like fucking soft culture, and it's not even just soft. It's just that everyone has a voice, so everyone can get mad. Like people can get mad over anything, because anyone has a voice. That you hear like everyone, and then like people will take that one voice, and then it becomes bigger. But like speaking of Reddit though, like I was looking at like my fucking post history like of comments, and I was going down, and I just started noticing. I was like, it's not even like what what people agree or disagree with most of the time is just whatever happens first. So if people start downvoting it, then other people will just downvote it.
Really?
Like, yeah, like I feel like a lot of people on Reddit are kind of just sheeple. Wake up. But like, seriously, they don't have an opinion.
You sound salty that you got downvoted a lot.
Nah, actually, I've gotten upvoted a lot. Like, I was looking at them and I'm like, I just get upvoted, but I'm like, it's just like, they don't have an opinion. It's really like, if one person says this, then most people just kind of believe it and upvote it.
That's the way it works, though. I mean, I remember telling Wendy once that one thing I didn't like about Reddit, like stuff on Ask Reddit, where they ask a question about stories, like, what's your story on this? And I told her, I was like, I hate that I like this question, so I want to read these stories. And there's always just one story that's got a shit ton of upvotes, and it buries all the other stories, and I can't find them. I can never find a story. All the comments are about this one story. So I feel like it's just the way Reddit is.
I feel like anything's like that, though. Like, a lot of people just go with the narrative. Instead of just kind of like finding out what the truth is, they just find the narrative. Like for basketball, like they were talking about defense and Russell Westbrook, and they were like, Russell Westbrook's a great defensive player, and that's the narrative, is that he's a good defensive player. He's athletic, he's long, he fits the build of a defensive player. But in reality, he kind of gambles too much, and they're like, but he's kind of like, to the media, he's a good defensive player, and they're like, he's really not. That he gambles too much, and he doesn't kind of go one-on-one. And I was like, a narrative is easy to be driven into, such as like fake news.
This fake news, man, it's ruining the media, ruining our country. Just want it to be great again. That's all I want.
High key, bro. I was ready to hear Austin and Jacob defend them yesterday.
Austin, I didn't think Austin was gonna say anything, and I feel like Jacob just supports Trump as a joke.
Nah, bro. We legit had a conversation that day. Were you there when I told you?
No, you told me that they trapped you.
Yeah, bro. I was high key salty about that. Can't just gang up on someone 2-on-1, bro. You gotta even it up.
I don't know. The one thing I've learned from all this Trump presidency in the time of me becoming an adult, you know, these two correlated in times, and it just made me realize that there's no answers to anything, and I'm not gonna find them out. So I'm just gonna go along with whatever the hell happens.
It's like KKK, I'm down with it.
That's everyone's got a side, everyone's got a story. Like all this shit that happens in Charlottesville. I mean, it was the counter.
Wait. Did you just say Charlottesville?
Charlottesville.
Okay, I thought you.
You said Charlottesville.
Yeah, no, but I thought that's how you pronounced it, like Funyuns. I thought you were doing some stupid shit like that.
That was episode 1. We don't need to talk about Funyuns again.
Funyuns?
You know what's one scary thing though? That like someone like I was watching on YouTube. This guy named Philip DeFranco. He talked about. He was like, it all goes like in waves and shit, and it is kind of scary. Like he was talking about. He's like, you notice like so many people are like, man, these white people, they just like section all white people together. Mm. And I'm like, we shouldn't end one racism with another form of racism. And I think that's the scary thing, is that like we can, like it goes in peaks and valleys, and I think this is going to be like the escalation of like this white supremacist thing, and I think it's going to be countered with like, fuck all white people. And I think some people are going to get hurt like that. And it's going to go back with like, man, we white people are getting beat up. Fuck everyone else, white power. And then I think it's just gonna, I'm like, hey, we should just like all like each other, not off race.
It's just everybody.
If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Everybody gets offended, and they all think the other person's in the wrong.
Yeah.
And you can give me the rest of my life, and I don't think I'd ever figure out a way to solve it.
Give me 10 minutes with a couple people.
Give you 10 minutes with the KKK.
Not the KKK. I said a couple people. Where did you get the KKK? I need a couple.
Who can you help? I need a group.
Who can I help?
Yeah,
myself. I'll just make myself rich. I'm gonna get rich off this. I don't know how.
Get rich off the KKK?
I'm gonna get rich off of everything. I don't know how I'm gonna make money off of it, but I'm gonna get rich off this little race war.
Shirts.
Shirts, bro.
Down with the whites on a black shirt.
Dude.
Dude, that can mean so much shit. Down with the whites? Like, you're down with them? Maybe you want them to go down? Maybe you want to take them down?
Or are you cool with them?
You know,
or you're cool with them. Who knows?
Did you see the
I'm
picture
down
of
with
them
the
like
whites.
taking down that statue?
I think so.
Did you see the? You know, like the Charlottesville thing is they're taking down the Robert E. Lee statue or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But they
Taking
take it
down
down, and then some people started stomping on it, and I'm like, that statue's probably made of like what, bronze? You stomping on it's not gonna fucking hurt it. You're gonna hurt your leg.
Some crazy shit. Crazy shit.
So you guys want to recap on what we did last podcast? We talked about porn star first porn star.
We talked.
You guys have a big Sasha Grey fetish.
I'm sorry that I didn't come back
honor.
with.
Lifestyle?
So lifestyle is kind of honor the goats.
Yeah,
So
we were talking about.
You guys
goats
said that you
of porn.
changed.
That's-
She changed the landscape of porn.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about? Well, we talked about Is It Nasty, and we figured out that we've done some pretty nasty stuff.
Oh yeah, we don't shower.
Gone multiple days without showering, gone days without brushing our teeth, but we always wipe our ass.
Yeah, we always like brass.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not the best, but we do.
We talked about your fear of strawberry milk and watermelon together.
Yep. Strawberry milk's disgusting.
It's a weird combination. Why would your mom give you that?
I don't know.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Because
this is like a podcast. I want you to say what happened.
Short story or long story
Short.
short? Long story short. I had a lot of watermelon, a lot of strawberry milk. I was 5 years old, and I shit, and I threw up out of my nose, and I never enjoyed strawberry milk after that.
What's weird is strawberry milk sounds really good right now. What else did we talk about?
Talked about a little bit of esports.
Esports. I'm gonna go pro.
You're gonna go pro in what?
2K.
In esports?
2K.
2K?
Yeah.
You're going to the Olympics, bud. You can bring a gold medal to the U.S. of A.
Mexico. Their gamers aren't that developed yet. They don't got a lot of electricity over there. Right? You ever seen those like basketball players? They go play for like other countries because they're not good enough to be on the Olympic team for the United States.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
I feel like they don't go to the United States because they're from those countries sometimes.
No, like there's a dude named Chris Kaman. He was legitimately born in the United States for the Olympics. He played for Germany in 2008, and his dad was like, "Listen, I'm not going for Germany. I'm going for the United States."
That's your country, man.
Yeah. Country pride over sun pride every day.
I wonder what needs to happen for me to feel full country pride. Like, yeah,
You know what
go
you gotta
America, but
speaking of, you gotta go on r/America. America. That's one thing I don't like is that like America has its problem. Even like Reddit, we were just kind of shitting on Reddit. They both have their problems, but I would not be on any other website or any other country. Like Mexico, have you seen what they do over there? I wouldn't want to go over there. I like America.
I wouldn't mind going to Canada.
Canada?
Or the UK.
I wouldn't want to go to UK.
Like England, UK.
I can't handle that accent for longer than 10 seconds. You'd be like, cheerio, and I'm like, stop. Just speak like me. You're like, you got an accent, and I'm like, well, fuck you. America. Also, like, UK, you ain't gonna get a lot of fried foods over there.
you know, I think we haven't talked about is,
That's fine with me, but
Is it?
I guess our deal as America. What the hell's going on between us and North Korea?
Yo, all I'm saying is I was laughing because they had a picture of Jay-Z, and it was like him looking forward and him looking up. And like when you're trying to watch out for the Civil War Part 2 and watch out for nukes. Why you touching my leg, Eddie? Stop, man.
I'm just saying, anything does happen, and then a draft begins,
I'm overweight. I
catch
can't.
me in prison.
To be honest, bro,
I'm not going to the army for that.
See, like, I've talked about this before. If World War III happens, it's not going to be a draft. It's gonna be nuclear, and these bombs are going to be the soldiers.
You talk about this with
my family?
okay.
Oh, because I kept seeing Jaron post like, "Oh, you won't see me get drafted." I'm like, nigga, we're all gonna be dead before you get drafted. We're gonna be in an apocalyptic wasteland.
Play Fallout now, bud. Get ready.
Hey man, all I want to say though is I told Jacob and Austin because they were really scared of North Korea, and I told them I was like, listen man,
That sounds like a white thing.
no. They were like, yo man, like Trump's really settling down with North Korea, and I was like, nah man, I was like, it's like done before. Like every time North Korea starts acting up, China's like right there to like
Yeah,
like
China's
right to the thing, and the same thing happened. Like China was like, hey, settle down.
Yeah. This has been happening for decades, so
Yeah.
there's nothing new, but
You know what? But I think the media just likes to talk about things. Like, remember when Ebola was really big in 6th grade? I remember because Miss Santilli told us, like, everyone, I'm going to touch you elbow to elbow. And I was like, bruh, no one has Ebola. Chill. Like, we're not going to fucking die today. But, like, anything that can happen. Like, I understand it's scary. But, like, you don't have to change your lifestyle. It's not going to happen overnight.
Swine flu?
Swine
It
was
bro?
swine flu, bro. That's what it was in 6th grade. Thank you. Swine flu was in 6th grade.
yeah, it was swine flu.
Ebola was in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ebola wasn't even that serious.
Swine
Swine flu was more serious
Yeah,
than Ebola.
I remember swine flu got pretty scary.
It's just Ebola was killing people like immediately.
I mean, Ebola did break out in town.
In town?
E. coli broke out in town.
No, it was Ebola.
Ebola came to Casa Grande.
I remember that. Yeah, wasn't it right there by the...
some Circle K's and stuff.
Did you guys hear that story? I think it was in California. 5 people became paralyzed from the neck down because they had some cheese, hot cheese from a gas station.
Please tell me
And
it
it-
wasn't Circle K or Quick Trip.
I think you told us this before.
I've never heard of this.
I don't think it was. I don't know what gas station, but it gave him food poisoning, a certain kind of food poisoning that if it doesn't go treated very quickly, it'll paralyze you. Happened to 5 people. That shit's scary.
I don't remember what I was watching, but I was like, life is pretty fucking fragile. Like, I can go outside right now, get in my car, and if, like, I don't hit the brake and, like, I just kind of, like, forget to steer for whatever reason, I'll crash into a building and most likely die or be seriously injured.
Probably.
And there's, like, it's not like a game where I can just control Z that shit. Like, it's over. Unless I'm, like, a cat. And I'm the center of the universe, bro.
I just today. The cat's probably still in my tree. This stray cat came into my backyard. I was feeding my dog, and my dog kept jumping at the tree. And I was like, "What the hell is he doing?" I looked up. There's a cat in the tree.
First, I'm proud of you feeding your dog.
Yeah. So I take the dog out for a little walk while my mom and Wendy bring the cat down. Cat stayed in the front yard, hadn't left, and then it kind of wandered a little bit. Shadow started barking at it. It freaked out, ran up the tree in the front yard, and it's been up there since about 5 o'clock. I think it's 11 now. 5 or 6 o'clock. It's been up there. It hasn't come down. I forgot why I brought this up though. What did you say about cats? Oh, I looked up and I was like, I looked up. Stray came to my house, won't leave. And the first comment was, it's probably a dead relative looking over you that got reincarnated as a cat.
I honestly don't remember what we were talking about.
You said, maybe I'm a cat.
Oh,
When you got your car.
okay.
I now realize you meant because maybe you have 9 lives, but I thought you were, when you first said it, I thought you were saying that you're going to be reincarnated as a cat. Like, maybe I'll just be reincarnated.
Nah.
Right then and there. They open the car and you're not there. It's just a cat.
Meow, bitches.
If you ever do get reincarnated, though, you let me know, okay?
Alright, yeah. I'll walk up to you.
Whatever
then-
animal you are, bite me on this shoulder.
Left?
Yeah.
Alright. But see, I feel like that implies that I'm gonna die young. Because, like, what if I die when I'm, like, 70, and then you're still alive, and I come back as a dolphin? Like, you're not gonna go dolphin diving, bro, because you're 70.
It sounded...
Oh, you know, I'll get on the news. And when I'm on the news, I'll do something
Dolphin
really
keeps
cool.
biting people's shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Jose.
That's my dog. What I was gonna say, like, you're talking about strays and stuff. So yesterday, like I don't know, I went to get something in my car, and I turned around, and like cats are always in my fucking yard, and I really hate that because I don't like cats. You know, I don't like animals. Period. So when people just let their fucking animals go, I'm like, yo, put your shit on the leash, keep it in your house, don't let it get in my yard. That shit's annoying. But I turned around, it was a big ass dog, and I was like, shit, I'm slow as fuck. If this thing charges at me, it got me. I'm in sandals. My 40s, not what it was in sophomore year. But it was nice. It was really chill. The dog looked at me and was kind of just like, walked on its way. It left? Yeah, it left.
So, like, I've had dogs in my yard, and they don't leave. They look at me, and they're like, they're wondering if I'm going to leave.
They're like, this is awkward.
And usually if it's a dog, I kind of just scare it off. If it's a big dog, I'll throw rocks at it until it leaves.
I just imagine you throwing the shittiest throws in the world.
They usually make them go away, but
once in a while they bite you.
I've never had a dog be in my yard and scare the fuck out of me. Like he's pissed that he saw me. One time I was riding my bike around the neighborhood. I think I was like still in middle school, and it was really funny because a chihuahua came out of someone's yard, started chasing me, and it kept barking at me, and I thought he was trying to bite my feet on my pedals while I was going around. Like as my foot came down, I thought he was trying to bite my foot. So I drove into an alley, and the dog still chased me. And then when I turned left in the alley, there was a bigger dog right there in the alley. And I got really scared, but I was still going. So I rode past it, and then it started chasing me. I don't know where the chihuahua was, but I think it passed its house and it ran in the yard. But I stopped riding bikes after that.
Where'd the big dog go?
I don't know. He went into. It looked like he went into his house, his yard, someone else's yard. But
bro, you're really good at setting up stories.
I thought it was hilarious.
But your climaxes suck ass.
Nothing else climactic happened. Do you want me to fake it and tell you I was attacked?
You might as fucking well, because you got my heart racing, and I was like, oh my god, so a bigger dog starts chasing you? And I was in my head, you're like, "Arr," and you're just like, ah, and you're like, and then he turned.
If it was a more dramatic story, I think you would have known.
You ever watch that Key and Peele one where it was like, consequences?
No.
Nah? It's like this old, you ever watched it?
Key and Peele's over, bro.
Nah, it is, but you can still watch it. But he's like an old guy, and like, you know, he talks to like high school kids because he's been in the gang, and he's like, yo, one time, he's like, I used to smoke crack. He's like, and then after that, he's like, I got hit by a bus. Consequences. It's a good fucking, you gotta watch this video, bro. It's on YouTube.
Was this person trying to tell them not to be a drug?
But like his consequences of everything, like he just built it up so good, and that's what it is. You build stuff up so well, but the endings are kind of like.
You watch Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
You seen that episode where the bikers come in?
Yeah.
And Tina's asking one of the bikers about his patches. He's like, "What's that patch for?" And he's like, "Not for being a part of the Ku Klux Klan." There were other ones, but I forgot what they were. I love Bob's Burgers.
I've been watching it more. Like I've gotten to like the middle of the second season, because I like to start shows from the beginning, and like I stop always like 2 seasons in, except for The Office. I watched all of that.
I watched all of it, and then I forgot about the first couple episodes. I rewatched the first couple episodes after I was done with the show, and I didn't really remember anything. Kind of weird. I did like how The Office made me like characters that I immediately hated, and then after a while they started to make me hate it. Like I told you, I hated Andy the first time I met him.
Yeah, met him.
First time he was appearing when he worked in the other branch, I hated him. I was like, this guy's stupid. And then when he started being part of the main cast, I loved him. He's like one of my favorite characters.
What I like about that show was its ability to make a character be hated one episode and then liked. Like sometimes I absolutely hated Dwight in a show, and then the next episode he was funny and it kind of just redeemed himself.
I mostly hate the side characters. The main cast, I loved them all. I like Dwight. I like Michael. I never hated either.
You never hated Michael?
I love
I
Michael.
hated Michael a lot.
Michael's annoying. Maybe you're Michael,
When'd you hate Michael?
First few episodes.
dude. Just anytime.
When he was being like super racist.
Have you ever watched? Have you ever watched Scott's Tots? Nah. He promises these kids that he's gonna like.
Give him some tots.
Nah, he promises these kids he's gonna pay for their tuition.
Oh yeah, I seen that
and
one.
he keeps it for like 7 years, and then like when they graduate, they give him a big old thing, and then he's just like, guys, I can't pay for it. And he's like, but you guys are gonna need laptops, and they're like, okay, and he's like, so I bought you some batteries for the laptops.
See, I've seen that episode, and I didn't really have a problem with it. In the end, the kids didn't hate him. I forgot why.
Oh, because he's like, you've encouraged us to like pitch in or something like that.
I think they were happy that, like, even though they didn't get their tuition, they were on the right track.
No, they still hated him.
They hate him that much.
You know, they hated him. I don't like watching super awkward things, even if it's fake. I don't
That's
like.
Office. That's the whole point of the Office.
I know, but I don't like being in super awkward situations or watching them.
So you didn't worse. Like that? You didn't like watching that?
No, I didn't like watching it. Like I watched.
What about when he kisses what's his name? Or Oscar?
That wasn't awkward.
No.
That wasn't as awkward. Like I don't know how to explain it. Certain things I'll watch it, but I don't like it. I don't know how to explain that.
When he says, "Try my cookie."
I don't know what the fuck it's
That sounds really.
It's when they're playing that game and they have the things on their head. It's like, what race are they? Yeah, she slaps them.
So we tried that game at Eddie's house or Denise's house.
Heads Up? Is that what you're talking about?
The one
it's like a racist.
We did the racist one, and that shit sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Ellen and her producers made Heads Up. I had no idea.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
I like that game.
Made me realize that the drawing of the lady holding the phone in the app picture is her.
Even though low key it is just charades.
Yeah, but they made the app. I didn't know that.
I know, but I'm saying it's just low key charades. They just stole the idea.
Oh, really?
Made a lot of money off of it.
They just made the idea cooler,
Modern,
and pricier.
low key. That's like basically everything in this world. Like Steve Jobs made Apple cool. He didn't make the first laptop, but he made it the cool laptop. And fuck, was it not cool?
When he died.
What?
Too soon.
Nah.
I mean,
Heartless.
I mean, he did his. He lived up to his expectations.
What do you mean?
There was nothing else we needed from him. He didn't owe us anything.
All I'm saying is he died the stupidest way possible.
How did he die?
He had cancer, and I guess it was kind of treatable, but he took some
Xannies?
No, like he took he didn't do it the clinical way. He tried to do it super organic meditation shit, and it did not work.
He tried to zen his way out of cancer?
Yeah. Like those people are like, I don't need vaccinations.
I bet he felt amazing though until he died.
No,
I'm sure he felt super zen.
Are you gonna vaccinate your kids, Eddie?
Yeah, duh.
Probably.
Some people think they cause autism, bro.
Who cares? If they cause autism after birth, I don't think it would be that bad as autism with birth.
I didn't even know autism could come after birth.
Me neither.
It doesn't cause autism, guys.
But either way, can autism come after birth?
No, I don't know.
I
do know that I was watching a video on it, and that term is just super general.
Autism?
Yeah.
It's just like another word for retarded now across the internet.
Hey, that's not appropriate,
hey,
bro.
hey.
Okay, we're a PC.
Mentally retarded.
Mentally
Incapable?
handicapped.
Mentally handicapped.
Anyway, but I was reading about it. When you put that shit in, it's gonna pop up my iTunes on this shit.
I'll just put "Don't trust your computer."
It still did it, but
Don't trust.
what was it called? See, iTunes still popped up. What was I say? But basically the term they were saying it doesn't define everything. And they're like, even like people now, they're like, wow, there's way more people with autism than before. And they're like, the reason why there's more people with autism than before is, one, there are more people in the world, but two, like, it's just such a broad definition, and it's like, it's not even like, oh, this person has this feature, he is autistic. It's like anything.
Yeah, it's like not as much. I know there should be more forms of autism. What's this? Oh, it's like cancer. There's lots of different kinds of cancer.
I'll never have a cure for one, bro.
We're gonna have that cure for autism soon, though. Working on it in the lab.
Yeah, cooking it up. We're gonna fix you, Eddie.
Fuck you.
So, are we doing a what's it called?
Yep.
No. What's a tradition? Are we doing a tradition? After each podcast, we get something to eat together, or what? Because last time on the unofficial first podcast, we had Denny's. You guys want to talk about that?
Shoney's.
You guys want to talk about Denny's or not?
Shoney's.
I want to talk about Shoney's.
I want to talk about my Denny's.
All right, so Denny's, what happened was I had a slam burger. It's fucking messy as shit. Always good though.
I don't like the way you eat.
Bro, it's a slam. It's an egg. There's burger.
I try not to be
egg in the burger.
I'm trying to be like a better person like throughout my life. So that's why I don't try to be a hipster anymore. Like I don't like saying like it. I don't do it anymore. So like I'll try not to. If I do it, then I try to calm myself down. But I'll try not to be like, I listened to that first. Because I'm like, you're just a dickhead. Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still do it, but I'm like, I'll try to help it out a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's the other thing. I don't like to, like, judge how people live. So if they like bronies, I'm like, yo, man, you like bronies, I like fucking porn.
I don't like bronies, but I like ponies.
You're a brony, bro. Chill out. But that's just one thing I can't get over is how disgusting you are when you eat.
Bro, the cheese is like it's not even a solid, it's like a liquid cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's an egg, a medium well egg drooping all over the burger. The bread gets soggy. So I'm sorry the burger falls apart, but it is
But
delicious.
it's not just that burger. Like, I've seen you eat an apple. Disgusting.
Bro, okay. So there's a difference between disgusting and odd. Just because I eat an apple whole doesn't mean it's disgusting.
Also, like, by the way, when he eats an apple whole, it's with the fucking core. But it's just disgusting because you like
apples have no
juice
core.
gets everywhere and then it's in your hand. I'm like,
that's with oranges. You're talking about oranges.
No, I've seen you do it with an apple.
I've seen you do it too.
I've never had messy hands from an apple.
Anything he eats, it gets messy, right?
With an apple.
Anything, dog.
Yeah. You used to fucking devour apples breakfast time in high school, and usually I'll see juice like flying in your first bite.
See, I remember that for oranges, but y'all are making me upset because I don't. This is something I don't recall. So I don't even know how somebody gets messy from an apple. There's a nice thick layer of skin right there,
juicy.
And I know this because I've always hated apples because of the skin. I'm like, literally, it's the
you don't like the skin of the apple?
I hate
it's something I don't think about.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like a dark, deep red apple, I think the skins are pretty nasty.
You tried those Honeycrisp apples?
Honeycrisp bomb.
Honeycrisp apples are delicious.
I've tried like every apple because I fucking work in produce.
I don't know that there were so many apples.
There's a lot of apples.
Yeah, like
I like
but once I learned about Honeycrisp, my mom was telling me about like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of apples, and I was like, dang, I thought I was just one, and then like each one was like just differently ripe. Like I thought there was green and red, and then she's like, nah, there's different forms
there's
of red.
There's like yellow too.
They're like the dark reds taste different than the light reds and all this shit.
Dark red apples are nasty.
I don't like dark red either, especially when they get like kind of old but not old enough to throw away, and you're like hungry, so you eat it, and it tastes like fucking medicine.
You know, I think gets bad rep. Brown bananas.
No,
I don't like bananas.
No.
I don't like them either,
like
but
bananas.
down to it, if you just eat it, it tastes exactly like the regular banana.
Not the texture though.
Okay, yeah, texture sucks.
Texture, it's just fucking pudding.
You know what? I don't.
Banana
That's why I don't
pudding.
like dark red apples, because I feel like dark red apples, you're 50-50. You're either gonna get the best apple you've eaten in a week, or that shit's gonna be applesauce. And I don't want applesauce when I ask for an apple.
You ask people for apples.
Yeah. What's your favorite fruit?
Fruit?
Yeah, fruit.
Probably strawberry.
I knew you were gonna say something that I didn't think of, and it just changed my fucking answer. Thanks.
Give me some
I
deja vu.
love strawberries. I just hate how tiny they are. But I know if I eat a big one, it's not a real strawberry. It's a government strawberry.
They're big. Oh, like the fucking weird ones.
It's like overgrown
Yeah.
ones.
What
So-
about cuties?
Cuties?
aight.
I never tried them.
Ooh,
What?
I've
what about Halos?
tried like the. No, I tried cuties. I haven't tried
Oh,
Halos.
Halo cuties are the better ones than Halos, in my opinion.
I don't really like
Halos
them.
are too like.
I don't know.
Squishy?
You don't like?
I don't like them. I don't know if they're bad or what.
I think
they taste like medicine to me.
You know what was good? Whatever the hell Miss Adams gave us, that they were like little oranges.
Bro,
Remember what those were? I have no idea what those were.
those weren't even like.
They looked like
They're-
oranges, but they
they're
were
like-
something else.
I don't think they're indigenous fruit to America.
Yeah, they were exotic.
Are they like tiny little balls like that?
No, they look like cuties. They look just like
Oh.
cuties, but the fruit tastes nothing like a cutie or an orange.
It looks like a red grape.
A red grape.
Like not a purple red grape, but like
Were they
tomato
cherries?
tomato red grape.
Yeah.
See, cherries are good too.
Cherries
Apples,
could be good.
oranges. I like fruits, bro. I'll just put it like that.
Fruits are pretty good.
Fruit bomb. Veggies, all right.
Favorite vegetable then? I feel like any fruit you put in front of me, I'm gonna eat. I have like a top 5, and then after that, it all kind of just goes down. But
See, for me, vegetables are really good when you cook them, and I think like cooked.
he's like cooked with butter and fried.
Okay, if I had to have a buttered any vegetable, it'd be asparagus. I have no idea why. I think it's delicious.
Cooked asparagus.
Broccoli though.
Broccoli.
Broccoli's my favorite vegetable.
I like
I could eat broccoli. I don't taste broccoli though.
It's bomb.
I like it when it's cooked. Only when it's cooked. And it's not kind of soft. That's when broccoli's good. Cauliflower, I've never tasted.
In a way, our favorite vegetable is potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes are one of my favorite.
You know what's weird? People don't eat skin when they get a baked potato.
I do.
Yeah, I like the skin. Like sometimes I would just eat it whole. Like I'll pick it up, don't even put butter, and just eat that shit.
Like my mom, she doesn't eat the skin. She
They
uses,
say
she
it's,
uses it as like a bowl to eat the potato.
Yeah. My mom does the same thing. But they say it's healthy for you, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna eat that shit up. I can't think of more
So
vegetables.
you didn't
to be
give a
honest.
favorite fruit though.
Favorite fruit?
Yeah.
I told you it's like a 5-way tie: apples, oranges, a good orange, cuties,
Okay, so
purple grapes, and strawberries.
okay, so if you at the
Cherries
perfect
too.
the perfect fruit, like perfect ripeness to you, what is the best? To me, it's blueberries. There's a lot of bad blueberries, but the best blueberry is probably my favorite fruit.
I like strawberries when they're frozen, but I don't think I can put like you said, it's just not the perfect size. I can't put a strawberry in top. I can't. It's as a fat guy, I can't. It's not enough. An apple though, or an orange. Probably apple, because oranges are a little too acidic sometimes. But apples, that Honeycrisp, crunchy, fucking delicious apple, it's delicious. Yeah. Did I take the words out your mouth?
Nah, you're just funny talking about fruit.
That's good. What's your fruit?
It's funny that this is the longest topic we've gotten on with. Like, I want to talk more. I want to talk about how no one has appreciated carrots yet.
I love carrots.
I
I like carrots cooked raw. Whatever.
I don't really like. I'll eat them,
No?
but then I don't fuck with them hard.
Celery.
You know what I don't like though?
I like
is-
celery with peanut butter.
is when someone eats something healthy and I like eat something like Cane's chicken fucking fingers or whatever they're called, and then they say they're good, but the reason they like it is because of the sauce. Like they're like, I love salad, and they put that shit with ranch, and I'm like, nah, you like ranch with salad. You don't like salad by itself. So like, you know what I'm saying?
I never said I love salad.
He's mad because I called him out on his canes.
No, I just like drowning with salad in Thousand Islands.
Thousand Islands.
Okay, I don't drown it. I think it's disgusting when people drown their food in sauce.
What about wings?
Wings are wings. They're supposed to be drowning. Fuck
Oh.
you. I'm talking about salads and like fries and like pizza with ranch and all that.
Fries and you and ketchup need to be split. Ketchup, bro, you are disgusting with ketchup, Martin.
Oh, ketchup is good. Like today, I had an incident with ketchup, and I've said many times, at least I am not like Sonia. At least I don't eat that shit like pudding. But okay, like today, I had hot dogs, right? I had 2 hot dogs on my plate. Good amount of ketchup. When you pick up something from your paper plate and it makes paper plate
Like bend.
bend. My hot dog fell. I caught it, ketchup first, and I put it back on my plate, and I was like, "Fuck."
Don't do it. Don't do it, dog.
So I was like, "Shit." I was in my room. I didn't want to go up get a napkin, so I licked the ketchup off my hand real quick. I didn't enjoy it.
All right, can I? I don't.
But
you're
I
probably
had
not
to.
comfortable with me saying this, but you have a jizz rag in your room. You couldn't clean your hand off with said jizz rag or a shirt that you don't use.
I don't have a jizz rag. And if I did have a jizz rag, I would not use it for my ketchup.
Not for your ketchup, for your hand. You can't clean your hand off with a
But I
OT
wouldn't
shirt,
put ketchup on my jizz rag. If I had one,
which you totally don't.
which I don't, I would not use it to wipe ketchup off my hand. I'd like to keep those two things separate. Because, I licked the ketchup off my hand and I could smell the ketchup still. And I was like, that's not cool. So I wouldn't want that on my
You should
jizz
have just
rag.
went up to people and been like, smell this. That smells like ketchup. Yeah, your mom says hi.
So I don't know where I was going with this ketchup story. But
That you're disgusting. That you just lick ketchup.
I'll do it if I need to, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy licking ketchup off my hand.
That's something that you do.
It's something I do because sometimes I make messes. Like it's a punishment.
That's disgusting, right, Eddie?
You spill your drink, gotta lick ketchup off your hand.
I would get up and wash my hand.
But I had my hot dog still. I was like, I took a bite.
But your paper plate was still there.
I wanted the hot dog. I was very hungry. And then I wanted the third hot dog until I saw the weenies sitting in the boiling water, and it looks so nasty.
So I was gonna
So
tell
I
you,
used to
like,
not like hot dogs.
Like, this is why we call you grimy. And then I looked at your hat and I was like, yeah, you're grimy. Hat's all
Sweaty,
faded and shit.
maybe.
But when are you gonna cut your hair? Like, is it something that's gonna happen soon?
Maybe.
Because I've been watching old WTGB videos, and like that old little Justin Bieber cut was cool. What else did he have? He had the wannabe Jacob look, because he got the same haircut as Jacob.
Hey, fuck you,
I'm just saying.
Jacob.
I'm just saying, y'all went to Gray Clips and asked for the Eddie.
We did.
Those were
I
dark
remember
days.
that day.
I felt so bad for you there. Everyone was like, man, Jacob, fresh cut.
Speaking of Jacob, because I'm 103% confident that Jacob will not watch this and go into the 48-minute mark.
57-minute mark.
57-minute mark. I think he looks pretty silly in his fancy clothes and his Bieber cut. And a beard. Yeah, with him and Nisa. I think he looks pretty fly from the face down. From the chin down.
Chin down?
Chin down.
I'll look at it, bro.
There's a Bieber cut.
I saw a picture of Justin,
Yeah.
though. Justin
had
looks
his hair
completely
down.
different.
Oh, his hair's down.
He doesn't have a Bieber cut.
It's
Is it on Nisa's?
yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. What picture are you saying that he doesn't have a Bieber cut?
Okay, he has a Bieber cut right here. Yeah.
Like this one?
This one?
Yeah.
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 I could see what you're saying, but I'd still say he's the best looking guy in squad.
Would you? I mean, I'm not disagreeing
who's-
immediately.
Who's better? Give me names here.
Right, okay, yeah, he's best looking in squad. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give Jacob that. He knows.
Okay.
I think Austin knows that he's not.
Not best looking and not in squad.
Both.
Man, that hurt. That hurt yesterday when I was like, "Yo, monsoon season mixtape. You guys down for it?" And he's like, "Monsoon season." Oh.
That gave me a good idea that if we do get big, like the Jacob Owens and Futuristic, what they would do was one take.
Mm-hmm.
They would do one take. We could do monsoon season, and it's just like a little series we do when monsoon season kicks up, and we just throw out singles like on our YouTube channel,
And then put it in
like
a
a
mixtape.
storm, like a storm. Yeah, quick little tape.
All I know is that all my friends are dead. You guys are all that's left.
My Smooth and Savage hates me now, so.
Oh, yeah. I was about to ask you guys for a feature.
I text him because I was bored, so I bought some Swishers, and I just like to smell them. That's why I bought them, but I ended up smoking it. And I text RJ. I was like, got a Swisher thinking about you. He never answered me.
Bro, you're terrible at texting.
I bet you didn't put that, but you forgot Swisher thinking you.
Okay, yeah. First of all, you don't ever spell shit right. This is what
That's
he
my
said.
phone, bro.
No.
I said smoking
Look, this is
Swisher
what he
thinking
said, right?
about
He said, go to Wendy with me. And I said, Game of Thrones, Wendy? And he's like, wish, dog. I wish, dog. He had to send it twice. But listen, look. This is what I sent to you. I'm looking at the messages I sent
It's
you.
my phone. My phone doesn't
Okay, listen.
spell check right.
Me and Eddie are going to podcast tonight at 10. And then you sent 24 minutes later. At the shop? Me, 4 minutes later. Yeah, text me if you down. An hour later. Yeah. Why can't you get at least like a 10-minute
My
difference?
phone was charging, and I was playing with my camera for an hour.
You're pretty bad too, but like most of the time you'll answer.
And then
right
my
away.
phone just has bad spell
I'm
check.
usually working.
Nah, don't. I can get you sometimes. You just won't answer. Nah, actually, I take that back. You're always pretty punctual on the responses. I'll take that back. My B. My B.
Real quick, what is this desk for?
A desk.
But like, does anybody sit here? Or is it just here?
It's just here for them to draw and shit.
Okay, because I've been staring at Jesus for a while. You got a
It's
little
just we have a
right
couple
here.
statues around here.
Of Jesus?
Not Jesus, but we just have a couple little different.
This is the only one you have of Jesus.
Is
why do
that
I need
even
a
Jesus, bro?
Yeah, that's Jesus. That's
Yeah,
Mary.
sure it is.
That's
Yeah.
Mother Mary.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah,
yeah,
it is.
bro.
Aight.
I just don't like staring at it. Okay. Makes
This
me
guy.
makes me think things.
So, like, does part of you think, like, it's okay, we've been here for an hour and a minute, like, no one's gonna come in here, like, in an hour, and, like, part of you want to say something crazy, because you feel like no one's gonna watch this?
I got a few crazy things, but I need you to narrow it down, like, about somebody.
Well,
or
because you just
about
said
myself?
something about Jacob, and I was thinking, I was
So you
like,
want me
man,
to throw some disses out here in the
throw
1
something
minute, 1
that
hour,
you
2
want.
minute mark.
Throw something that you want, anything that you want.
I feel like RJ only hung out with me because he worked right there. Now that he's at Henry Brown,
I don't think so, because
Nah.
he's staying out with Eddie, and he didn't work close to Eddie.
he works with him now.
No, that was before, though, right? Remember when he sang out with you, like, every day?
He still worked at the
I'll
rec
say
now.
something. Those are the most awkwardest hangouts I've ever had with someone. Was when it was you, RJ, and it was Eddie and RJ. I hung out with them. Went to his house one time.
What about you, RJ Raymond,
When that happened,
when you started working at the rec? RJ said that he was hanging out with you and Raymond for a while when you first started, for like your first week.
oh no! One time, he met up with us at Chipotle.
Oh.
That was the one time I could think of. And it was pretty
Subpar?
boring. It was just boring. But no, man. Like Eddie don't talk. I knew Eddie, but I didn't know you.
One thing I hate about hanging out with RJ is he always comes to my house and he always says, like, he wants to do something. Let's do something. And I'm like, then why didn't you plan something, bro? Like, he came to my house and he's like, what are we doing? And I'm like, well, I'm just sitting watching YouTube. And then I watch YouTube and he's like, these videos fucking suck. And I'm like, well, then leave. I'm like,
Sounds like RJ. he's, when he came over, he said the same thing. Like, I want to do something. I'm like, all right. What can we do that doesn't cost money? And he just wouldn't talk
like,
for a while.
fuck you.
So is that why it was so boring at you? Like, because I think I went to his house like twice, bro, and like RJ would just play the game, and Eddie would be there on his phone, and I'm like, this is boring. I'm bored.
It's kind of making me feel bad because I can see RJ actually sitting down and listening to this, and then towards the end he's just got a tear.
He won't. No one's gonna watch this. It's on a new channel. No one knows about it.
New channel hype. Share it though hype.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about you. You're a bad host.
I wasn't planning on being a host any of those days.
I felt like it. Cause like I honestly thought Squad was hanging out. So when he'd be like, "Yo, chilling at Eddie's," I'm like, "Cool, Squad's gonna be there." And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm early." Ooh, there was no party. Okay.
Going home.
Nah, at least when I go to Martine's house, he'll talk to me. You were just on your phone.
Ask for this people to come.
Well, then you should have said nah or something on your chat.
Nah, I can't. You can't say nah after somebody's already at your house.
Nah, when RJ'd be like, "Yo, hanging at Eddie's," you could have been like, "Nah, we not."
Last time we were trying to play Smash, I was pretty mad at you because I wanted to play Smash 4, and I knew Glenn wanted to play Melee, and I was like, maybe he'll still play Smash 4. And then when he found out that it was Smash 4, he didn't want to play anymore. But we were like, all right, let's play. Yeah, when? And I'm like, well, it depends where we playing. And nobody was saying anything. And then I was trying to figure something out because the kids got to sleep at my house, so I was like, fuck, I guess we can play in my driveway. Nobody said anything for like an hour about where. And then I was like, we can play in my driveway. And you were like, nah, my house. Why don't you say it immediately?
I don't remember.
I don't remember this either. I do know that sometimes I just don't want to go play
RJ was
outside.
there.
I don't want to go play outside at your house. Like, that's not fun.
Well, nobody else was offering.
You know what I don't like?
At least I offered.
Is that when, like, I feel bad because I feel like you're picking RJ, but RJ does this a lot. He'll be like, "Yo, let's hang," and I'm like, "Cool, where?" And he'd be like, "I don't know." I'm like, our location things are bad. Like, you've asked me sometimes, like, let's mixtape, and I'm like, "Cool, at your house," and you're like, "Nah, kids are here," and I'm like, "All right, where?" And you're like,
Hanging out.
"I don't know."
Hanging at my house should be very much more possible soon because we're gonna build a room in the little carport pretty soon.
The carport?
Yeah, you know the carport
Where you guys park?
where you park in, like, you know, there's a door
The
here.
one that's under the thing, or
Yeah, under the shade.
Oh.
We're gonna build a room there.
How?
How? With tools.
Do you know how? Like, is someone gonna help you guys? Or you guys?
Those
gonna...
new business cards that you got. Those people.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, they're gonna do that. My mom's probably gonna.
Why?
Why?
Wouldn't it just be cheaper to go rent somewhere?
No. It wouldn't. Actually,
I just feel like that's crazy work.
I don't pay for anything in my house. Nothing. Build a room just to have a room. I mean, the room would be for my mom, most likely. And then I think the kids are going to stay together. I think.
So you get a room back.
Yeah, get my room back. So then, like, and then me and my mom are splitting it. So I'm only going to pay, like, $6,000. And I feel like that's good because I haven't given my mom anything since I've had a job. So I feel like that's decent. Like, I owe my mom a little bit. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or you could just move out, dog.
But she doesn't want me to. That's
Okay.
That's another thing. But she would want this room because she thinks it would make me stay longer.
Is it? Or are you just gonna leave a month after?
That'd be fucked up.
Damn, so you
Build a room and then just leave?
Basically, you just signed like at least 2-year commitment.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool because I don't have to pay for shit. I don't pay for food. I don't pay for.
You don't gotta learn how to cook.
I don't. But that would be fucked up. Make the house bigger and lonelier.
Like, hey, more room for you to notice I'm not here. So, any update on you moving out, Eddie?
Summer.
This
2018.
This summer.
This
Ooh.
next.
2018.
summer.
Yeah, 2018 summer.
Okay. I wanted to, because my room's really small. And I just can't handle it anymore. I got a bunch of shit. And I was like, I can't afford it. Got my car.
So
Dennis bill now?
You want to get an apartment?
I don't want to find something.
Oh, but I thought you said you were getting tired of it. You were getting tired of your room.
Yeah, it was just really small. Like, you've seen...
Oh, you're talking about moving when
out.
you moved. When you moved, you were glad because you were tired of your room.
No, like, my house now is really small.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was
But you
like,
don't want to move out.
Well, money wise, I don't want to move out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel you now.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were like, yeah, I'm thinking about moving.
Nah. It's just crazy because like I think summer fucked me up because like I had money and I was like I could do it, and then I was like, well, school wise though I can't because you can't work full time with school.
I'm working full time with school.
Are you gonna be failing?
Probably.
Let's find out.
On the next podcast. But I don't want to fail, and like I don't want to work full time and kill myself.
I could probably go to school and work full time now, but
I definitely think it's possible, but like,
well, when
if you
see like the last semester I dropped my classes because I was working at Henry Brown and starting at Walmart and shit was confusing, so I wasn't doing any schoolwork, so I just dropped them. I think I could do it now. You know, I'm getting high percents at work. I'm getting good sleep when it comes to work, so I could do it. It's just I'm not dedicated to anything yet, so I don't want to take some classes for something I don't even care about. Trying to figure out what I should waste my money on first.
not only that, I just like free time. Like going full time and then you got to work too. You're not gonna have a lot of free time.
Yeah,
I like to play games and chill out.
that's the biggest thing I like about my job is I'm full time and I get a shit ton of free time.
Just got to commit for like 4 days, 3 days.
Commit for 3 days, and then I get 4 days to myself. Do whatever I want. That's cool.
Because when I was working over there, that shit sucked.
Really?
Yeah, because you go in at 12, but what you realize is that like, unless you wake up super early, you don't have a morning. I was like, so basically, even though I go in at 12, I'm working till like it felt weird. I was like, I'm not going in super late because it still feels like I can't get shit done in the morning.
Are they open still now? That's
No, it was a summer thing. It was like ended.
So nothing's happening there for kids now.
Now it's just Linkola.
You still hating those ghetto Lancola kids?
No, I just hate like 3. I got it down to 3, bro.
That's cool.
There's one. She thinks she owns this shit, and like I legit talked to her. She the first day she got me. She talked to Rick. She's like, Rick said this happens, and then I was like, all right. And the second day, I kind of like basically talked with Rick, and I was like, yo, man, she shouldn't have done that. So the next time she did that, I was like, all right, Rick's in that room. I'm in this room. I was like, go do that over there in Rick's room then. And she stayed in my room and shut up. But she still talks. Like, she still tries to, like, if I tell her a rule, she's like, why? And I'm like, because I fucking work here. Leave me alone. And then there's another kid who just a ton of sass. And this other kid, he's like 5. He don't listen at all. Bad little shit. Don't have kids, bro.
Don't have kids on the east side.
You too.
You can have a kid on the west
See,
side.
that's the thing. Like, I feel like most of those kids, they're
The
decent.
kid's gonna die at 8. Bye-bye.
On the west side? Nuh-uh, bro. Keep them inside. They're fine. They're fine. My little sister's like 9. She's good. Beat the odds.
She don't know what the west side is.
You know that on that movie, like Happy Birthday, homie. When he gets shot.
No, but I've heard that Happy Birthday before. I don't know what movie it is.
It's
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace to society while drinking orange juice. Something like that. Starring the Wayans Bros.
It's a Wayne's Bro movie, so it's that movie.
What is it? Shane?
Stupid
Shane?
good.
I know it's Marlon Wayans and what's skinny
Sean?
guy? Sean?
Yeah,
Is it Sean?
Sean.
I keep calling him Shane. I don't know why.
I'm gonna start referring to things that are like that. Scary movie, stupid good.
Scary Movie 4, stupid.
Stupid and.
Was 4 the Saw one?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It's stupid and.
Stupid.
If it's on TV and nothing else on, I'm watching it. Am I buying the Blu-ray collector's edition? No. But if it came with the other 4, I'm buying it, yeah.
I never liked the scary movies.
No? Not even 3?
I literally only like 3 because of the scene. I feel like I've talked to you guys about it before. Is when I don't know the black dude's name, but he has a shovel, hits an alien with it, and then he's gonna hit him again, and he cocks it, and a shell comes out of the shovel, and I thought that was hilarious. That part made me love the movie.
You know what part I liked is he's like, I have a dream. He's like, what's your dream? He's like, to have a dream.
I never noticed Kevin Hart was in those movies.
The fourth one is funny because him and the other dude,
I forgot his name, but he's a funny guy.
Anderson. I know it's Anthony Anderson. I think is his
I
name.
think so. That was the guy with the shotgun. Shrivel.
Fat black guy.
The braids.
He's funny.
Yeah. He's old now.
Everyone's old, but
Ooh, everybody is old now.
RJ old, bro. 20.
there's a picture, and it was a picture of a dude. He's holding like a little baby, and it's like when you're 1 year older than your friend. And I just wanted to send it to RJ. Any other secrets that you wanted to tell? No one's gonna be listening to this. Kind of just want to hear your squad disses now. I like
squad disses.
Yeah,
Austin dressed like a pedophile, but I told him that, so
that's not a good one. I don't.
yeah.
It's boring.
RJ, hate him.
You won't make a diss track?
Everybody.
Nah, diss track. I'll put a beat on for you.
Glenn fucking sucks at Smash.
Can't force talk Jose. But you beat him all day. Bars. I still got him.
Martina, bitch.
Martina, bitch. Yeah.
Why don't you want to be in a music video?
Why don't I want to be a music
Yeah,
video?
content, bro.
This is what it is. I still feel like people don't know that I rap. And I'm okay with that.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
I told my mom you rap.
Yeah? Did you tell her that you rap?
No.
Nah?
She doesn't need to know.
I don't want people knowing I rap. So, like, sometimes my dad asks me, like, what are you... Like, he asked me, like, today, he's like, what are you doing back in the shop? And I was like... and I was, like, making a podcast. And I was like... That's something I'm not super embarrassed about because it's a podcast.
Yeah, just talking.
And then he was like,
Into
okay.
a phallic object.
And then I was like, yep. He's like, so no more Smash tournaments? I was like, we haven't done those in a while. But, like, I don't want to tell him.
So you weren't embarrassed of the Smash tournaments?
No. I'm not even embarrassed about WTGB. I just don't want to be known as a rapper. That's embarrassing.
Why, bro?
Huh? Because it's not good. And
Yeah, that's...
I don't know how to explain it.
I think you have evolved the most and the best.
I appreciate that, but still, I don't want to be known as a rapper.
So that means... So I had an idea. I guess it's not going to work now. It was an idea.
Well, tell me your idea.
It was going to be a music video for content. And I'm sure Austin's down to put his face all over it. And then, how I told you I wanted to make a claymation you, I was just going to put your claymation in the music video.
Well, what was the idea for the video? What, like, if
music
I was
video,
down for it, what was
the idea? I didn't have an idea until you told me you didn't want to be in it. And then I started seeing, like, for you
so
specifically.
you just had a rap that you wanted to do. You just wanted to make a video.
Yeah, just a music video.
Any update on Shiro?
Shiro, I haven't talked to him. I kind of want to do some music videos before I talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I feel
let me do a music video.
The one I cut for you was good.
Yeah.
I feel like if we show him that, you're like, Jose did this.
So I had an idea. I don't know if you've ever seen music video for Gorillaz Feels Good Inc. No, yeah, he's seen it. Basically, there's a part where a rapper comes on, and they're like in a big arena, like a concert, you know. And then when the rapper comes on, he's not part of the band, so he's just some rapper. When he comes on, it's his face and a projector screen behind them, and then he just raps. It's just his face. He's just rapping, and then once he's done, he's gone, and then it's back to the main cast. So that was my idea for you when you were like, oh, I don't want to be in it. So I was like, oh, I'll make his part small. And then I was still getting really hype about claymation, and I was like, I'll just make Jose's little claymation be in the music video.
Yeah.
And it'll be Big Austin and Little You. But I don't know how much it'll look like you, so.
Not at all.
Probably not.
I
just want him to be wearing your shirt that you're wearing right now. Because I love that shirt.
The Awapa one?
Yeah.
This is my brand, bro.
He's going to be wearing that shirt.
Speaking of that song, though, like, I've been listening to it more, and I hate it more and more.
Really?
I just don't like the idea with the hook. I don't like it.
You don't like Austin's hook?
I'm not content. I feel like you should never be content in life.
I feel like Austin thinks he has the best hooks in squad.
He definitely does.
Well, I mean, you should, like, look deep into the layers, and Austin kind of has to be content right now. So I think that was the point of the hook.
I think it's a cool... I understand the idea, but I'm like, bro, not even for him, like just speaking for myself, I'm like, I don't own a house. I don't have like a fucking crazy good job or a career.
Yeah.
I don't have cash. I'm like, there's nothing to be content about. And even if you have
even if you have that stuff, you should always
like you should always strive. Like I think if you're like the best fucking, let's say I'm the best, I become the best videographer in Casa Grande. I'm like, well then I want to be the best videographer in Arizona, and then the country, and then the world, and then I want to move to something else because I don't want to be content. So I was like, I just don't like that idea if I'm content.
Yeah, like I don't know what quote it is specifically, but it just says you should never be okay with being comfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, that means you're making progress. See, I feel you on that.
What if you're getting raped?
Huh? You getting raped?
Then yeah, you definitely shouldn't feel okay with being comfortable on that. It's like, harder, bro. What? No.
I'm comfortable. always try to be uncomfortable. Trying to make yourself
make it hard for him. Like when he's trying to like open your legs, it'd be like, I'm gonna close them.
You're gonna make me fart, bro.
So then when you wrote for that song, did you know what the song was about?
I had no idea what the hook was. He sent me a thing, and it kind of fits because I'm like, what did I start with? I'm like, give your bitch the pipe, now she want my willy. Y'all get a milli, then start acting silly. So I was like, it kind of fits with it. You know, you got to be content because you get a milli, start acting silly, and you wouldn't give a dime to your family. I'm like, it's a piece of shit, and I'm like, so it kind of fits. But yeah, I really don't. I feel like you should have told me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I could have at least tried to write to it. But it worked out. It worked out fine. I just don't like the hook. Or the message behind that song.
You don't like the message?
Yeah.
You're not with it?
I'm not with it. I'm not content. Hashtag not content. And then, like, I do realize that if I ever want to get in a diss with Austin, and not even a diss, if we get in a verbal jab, I'll just make that. I'll be like, I'm never content. Never okay with being average.
That's sad. That's the message he gave off in the song. That's a sad message. When you think about it.
That's the message. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I just don't like that. I don't like that. That shit out of here. I'm balling.
It's being okay with the sadness.
Because we talked about that with balling. We were like, yo, we're really not balling. And I was like, the way I think of it is that's what I want to be is balling.
Yeah.
I want to be rich enough for double orange chicken. Right now, I can't. I got to get one. I got to get the bowl.
For me, it's just, it was just fun. Like, I don't know. If I were to give a message in a song, like an actual message I cared about, I wouldn't want it to be something that, I'm not explaining it, that actually shows how I'm not there. You know what I mean?
Huh? You lost?
I'm basically saying that I'm not with his message either.
Okay,
I wouldn't give that message.
He wants to astral project. Don't want to be there, bro.
What'd you say?
Astral projection.
Astral projection?
What's that?
Lucid dreaming?
Insidious, bro.
Never watched it.
Left his body because he fell asleep.
Didn't
Never
watch
watched Insidious?
I don't like scary movies. We talked about this in the last podcast. It didn't go up, but I don't like scary movies that much.
I don't think we talked about this in the last podcast.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned it because we talked about something, and I was like, dog, I don't really fuck with scary movies like that.
You talking about it?
I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember talking about this.
Yeah.
I remember saying
It
it.
wasn't uploaded, so it probably
And
didn't
I was nervous. I was nervous about like you guys making fun of me. But even now, I'm telling you, and you guys are making fun of me, so I feel better about myself.
I mean, I don't like super love scary movies, but I like seeing the things that they do. I like seeing the effects and how they make monsters look without really showing them. How they make me feel without showing something. That's what I like.
I've gotten better. Like I used to be really scared of them, but now I just like I'll watch it, but I'm not scared, but I don't like that genre as much as other people do. Also, I really don't like I forgot the name of it, but it's like a writing thing. Like I don't like when you write yourself into a corner and then you just like, oh, and then he did this. I'm like, nah, that don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't like when scary movies don't make any sense.
And scary movies are like that a lot. Like the dude, like the obvious movie trope is that the scary guy's walking all slow, girl's running, she trips, and then he's right behind her. I'm like, nah, he was walking slow with a bow leg.
Like there was and I just told you, it was when we last did podcast, I was telling you about the scary movie that I had just seen. I completely forgot what it was called.
Lights Out?
No, it wasn't Lights Out. It was Annabelle Creation.
Annabelle, that's why we were talking about, dude.
Yeah,
we talked about Film Right. Yeah, that's what we were talking about last time.
There was a scene where this girl is stuck on a little chair that goes up the stairs. You know those chairs that go upstairs.
I saw that.
Yeah, she was stuck on it. She was going down, trying to get away from this ghost that was following her up top, and then the demon ghost, whatever, makes her come back up, makes the chair come back up. So the ghost isn't there anymore, but the ghost is supposed to be there at the top of the stairs, right? The presence, whatever. And all they do, it's like super suspenseful because she's back up there. She's stuck in the chair. And all this presence does is throw her in the air. They throw her in the air, and then she falls all the way to the bottom of the stairs.
Where she wanted to be.
Yes. And she ends up becoming like wheelchair bound. And what I didn't understand was immediately after this, she's back at the house. She has like a night's rest, and then the next morning, the spirit possesses her. And I'm like, why didn't you just possess her when she was up on top of the stairs? Why did you need to break her legs
Why do you need to
first?
possess a wheelchair bound person?
I didn't understand that about kind of broke the experience.
Maybe it was a dumb spirit. You know what movie? You know what genre is also pretty bad about this? Superhero movies. Our action movies in general, they're really bad about making something like Superman. They're like, oh, Superman, greatest superhero ever, but Batman beats him up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, that's not how it works. That's not. You don't even got to get close to him. You just laser that motherfucker in his eyes. He's dead.
Superman didn't even use his lasers in the fight. Could have at least injured him.
He doesn't have to get close to his kryptonite at all. I'm like, that's one thing I feel like in action superhero movies, they make something sound unbeatable, and then they find the easiest fucking way to beat him.
Yeah.
Doomsday, for example, like, oh, all you gotta do for Doomsday to beat is just fucking use Superman.
But Superman died.
Did he?
Yeah.
He didn't.
He was asking you.
He didn't die, but Eddie says he died.
The rocks were floating in the air.
Yeah, bro. And he's coming back. You think they just signed an actor for a fucking flashback?
He died for a little bit, but...
Nah, bro. He was all planned to get away and go play with Batman, Christian Bale Batman.
All I'm saying is they did sign actors for flashbacks in Batman vs. Superman. Flash was in it. In a flash forward.
A flash? He was there in a flash. Get it?
I think that's where we need to end the podcast.
Yeah, I was getting close to ending it. So that's the end of the podcast. When things go bad, podcasts.
Yeah, let's just end it bluntly.
If this doesn't get saved, we're just done podcasting.
Yep, never again.
I'm gonna hope this is saved. Catch me on Twitter, JoJo123.
I think I'm Mr. Mez99.
Eddie's streaming now. I didn't tell you about that.
I saw the Facebook link. I think I liked it.
Yeah, he made a new Twitter and everything. He's
a streamer.
He's full of the streamer. Yeah,
I'm trying.
Is it because Showtime AZ's Twitch streaming too?
I don't know.
No, I saw that though, and I was like, dang, I want to blow up too.
Hey, Twitch streaming works for people.
It does.
But you want to give out your streaming name on Twitch?
It's E1234D. Same as my gamer tag.
Same as Twitter now too.
Actually, Twitter's E1234D_Twitch.
Ooh.
This shit's serious.
I like that. Yeah, that's a.
I might have to tune in. He's
gonna put a phase on it. He's gonna be lit. All right, so that's the end of the podcast.
Yep.
See you guys in a month.